Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this very extra little glam look we have going on today. I was in the mood to do a cut crease and this is the look I came up with. So I hope you enjoy it and we're just going to go straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes with my Shape Tape. Yeah, I'm doing my eyes first because I don't know I have an idea of the type of look I'm doing, but I don't know how smoky it's going to be, and sometimes it's just easier to do my eyes first. I'm just going to grab a little bit of powder. This is my MAC mineralized powder, and I'm just dusting a little bit of that on top. Okay, back into the Norvina palette. This is the volume 4. We're going to start with the shade A4 and working this high up in my crease. But we're just going to drag that out. Then I'm going to take some of the shade B3, same brush, which is a Zoeva 228 brush. So I'm just going back in and gradually deepening the crease. I have a dent in my eye that you don't even notice until you put eyeshadow on it. And then it always looks like just a little dot of colour. It's so irritating. Now I'm going to jump into the shade B2. Jumping in with a smaller brush. This is a MAC 217. And again into my crease. And then going into the shade B5. So now I'm going to take my Shape Tape and cut my crease. So what I like to do is put a little bit of this on my lid and then open my eye really wide, and then it will crease up, and where it creases up to is where I want my crease to be. You can see there where it's transferred up, that's where I want my crease to be. So I'm just going to go in and fill this in. So for the lid then I'm taking the shade D4 and A2. So I find those colours in the palette are just a little bit sheer for what I want. So I'm going to take some of this Stila, it's the liquid shadows. This is in the shade Charmed. Now I'm going to go back in and take a little bit of the shade A2 and I'm going to go over this. I don't even know if this is going to make any difference. Oh, it does. It makes it pop a little bit more. Now liner. So I'm just going to go in with a black liner and we're going to do a little wing. The one I'm using is my Tarteist liner, as always. Now I'm just gonna grab a wipe and tidy up underneath my eyes. So I'm just quickly gonna do my top lashes. So I'm just using the Marc Jacobs mascara. And then I'm gonna go in with my Lily lashes. I quickly just applied some of the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum, which I have been really liking. So I just put a nice little layer of that on first. And now I'm going to go in with my Dior. This is the Backstage Foundation. I'm mixing some of the Glow Drops with it. The shade I am using is 1.5N. And this brush is a Sigma F83 curved kabuki brush. Has a little curve in it. I'm just going to take some of my Shape Tape just to go over some areas that have some older breakouts and my skin is still a little bit discoloured from that, so I just like to spot conceal that with my Shape Tape because it has really good coverage. And then I'm going in with my Fenty concealer. This is the shade 190. So I'm using this to highlight and conceal under my eyes. This brush is a Fenty Beauty highlight brush. I like this one for my concealer because it's a good size. It has a little curve on it, so it kind of snuggles in underneath the eye. And before I set all that, I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Tantour to contour my little cheekbones. I use the shade Light in this, and the brush is an Anastasia brush. It's the foundation brush. Do a little bit along the jaw. And then I'm going to go in with my Hourglass translucent powder. I'm going to just set everything. And now I'm going in with this bronzer from MAC. It's part of the summer collection. It's called Beijing Beauty. I'm just gonna warm up my skin with this. Make it look a little bit bronzy. For my blush, then I'm taking the Flesh and Fantasy blush from Marc Jacobs. I'm gonna take this liner from Kat Von D. It is the Cake Pencil liner. I'm using the brown shade, and I'm just gonna go underneath my eye from like the outer corner to like a third of the way in, not half, like just like towards the outer corner. And taking a little shader brush, I'm just gonna go in and just soften this out. So I'm just gonna smoke out the outer part of the under part of my eye. Just this little part here. I don't want to go full on smoky underneath because I feel like there's already a lot going on. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade B3. I'm just going to go in and go over the liner here on the outer part. And that's all I'm going to do underneath my eye. I'm just going to go and put some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm palette, and as always I like to mix the top two shades together. Let's do my cheeks. So I'm going to take Dose of Colours Stone liquid lipstick. Just going to let that dry down a little bit. I just went ahead and added some Flesh Pot lipstick from MAC, as always, I would say. I feel like it always just tones it down to the right shade for me. You know, I was gonna do my hair, but now I really am not in the mood to do anything with it, so it's just gonna stay like this. This makeup took me too long to actually want to do anything to my hair right now, so it can just stay like this for the rest of the day, probably. One thing I almost forgot to do was add a little bit of highlighter to my inner corner, so I just grabbed this highlight. This is the Becca Moonstone, to add a little pop. Sometimes just the little things make a big difference. So that is it for this look. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. We have another daily vlog coming this weekend. I didn't post one last weekend given, you know, everything that was going on. I didn't think it was right to to post things to take away from that. So we'll be back this week with a new daily vlog. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, be kind to yourself, and I will see you in the next one.